ever been to a P. Diddy party?
Yeah, several, many, honestly.
And so, can you take us through, like, what goes on, like, when you were there?
Money
Right.
and
Were you surprised that there were so many cameras in his houses?
No!
So let me ask you, when you hear that Cassie was told to hire male escorts to come in what they call freak-offs now,
Yeah.
is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak-offs.
Yeah. Everybody know that. I've been saying it.
So why does Puffy, why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster.
Jaguar Wright, the singer and outspoken critic of the entertainment industry, has become entangled in a dangerous and explosive battle after exposing dark secrets about music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. What initially seemed like a warning to Diddy has reportedly escalated into a full-blown attempt on Jaguar's life, allegedly orchestrated by the mogul himself. The situation has left people in shock, with many wondering how this all unfolded. It all began when Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, filed a bombshell lawsuit accusing him of abuse, trafficking, and racketeering. The allegations were serious, but even before Cassie's legal action, Jaguar had already begun spilling the tea on Diddy's shady practices. Jaguar revealed the truth behind Diddy's relationship with Cassie, claiming that the singer was allegedly paid a hefty monthly sum to stay silent about their relationship. According to Jaguar, Cassie was receiving $500,000 a month, but the payments were mysteriously halved to $250,000. Cassie's silence seemed to be financially compensated, and when Diddy stopped paying her, everything started to unravel. It was Jaguar who first pointed to something darker at play in Diddy's world. She claimed that Diddy was manipulating and controlling the lives of those close to him. She was one of the first to call attention to the strange dynamics in Diddy's relationships and how they were likely linked to his power and influence. When Cassie spoke up, Jaguar's warnings gained more credibility. She had already been laying the groundwork for the truth to come out, and now everything was beginning to make sense. Following Cassie's lawsuit, Diddy's house was reportedly raided, which sent shockwaves through the media. Law enforcement, including Homeland Security, arrived in armored gear, further fueling speculation that this was tied to a serious criminal investigation. Reports indicated that authorities were combing through Diddy's properties, including his Miami mansion, all connected to an alleged trafficking case. Despite Diddy's legal team denying the accusations and maintaining his innocence, the raids painted a more ominous picture. While all of this was happening, Jaguar was revealing even more disturbing details about Diddy's actions behind closed doors. She spoke about secretive freak-off parties that Diddy allegedly hosted. These events were said to be exclusive gatherings, attracting Hollywood elites and high-profile figures. Jaguar admitted to attending some of these parties but was horrified by what she witnessed. Initially, she thought the parties were glamorous and fun, but she soon learned they were anything but. Jaguar described the parties as being filled with illegal substances, where people were encouraged to lose control. The situation escalated further, with claims that Diddy recorded industry elites in compromising situations without their consent. Even more alarming, she alleged that he forced up-and-coming stars into disturbing encounters with powerful celebrities while he watched. Some of the alleged participants were said to engage in intimate acts with people of the same gender, while others were allegedly forced into encounters with minors or high-profile individuals. Jaguar made it clear that these were not the kind of parties anyone should be attending, no matter how glamorous they appeared. The aftermath of these events was often disturbing, with people reportedly losing consciousness or suffering from the trauma of their experiences. Jaguar also implicated Diddy in further abuse, including allegedly exploiting young stars under his care. She pointed out the example of Justin Bieber, claiming that Diddy's influence contributed to the singer's emotional and mental decline. According to Jaguar, Justin has never truly healed from what Diddy allegedly did to him, and his struggles to move past his trauma continue. This statement was particularly striking, as it painted Diddy as a powerful figure whose manipulation led to the breakdown of one of pop culture's most famous stars. Jaguar also spoke about Orlando Brown, another celebrity who has publicly struggled with his past. Unlike Justin, Orlando Brown has spoken out about the abuse he allegedly suffered, and he is actively seeking justice. In contrast, Justin Bieber has continued to suppress his emotions, though Jaguar believes the damage Diddy caused is still very much a part of his ongoing struggles. The stark difference in their approaches to dealing with trauma highlighted the severity of Diddy's alleged impact on these young stars. As Jaguar continued to expose Diddy's dark world, her own life was turned upside down. She received numerous threatening messages warning her to stop speaking out. At first, she tried to brush it off, but the threats escalated. She claims that the texts began to target her children, a move that hit much harder than any direct threat to herself. The situation quickly spiraled, and it became clear that Diddy wasn't simply trying to intimidate her, he was allegedly trying to destroy her. Jaguar's resolve, however, didn't waver. Even when the threats grew more frequent and more menacing, she refused to back down. The texts soon became more sinister, with one in particular crossing a chilling line. It contained a photo of Jaguar, taken from what appeared to be an adjacent building, while she was recording. It was a clear message from Diddy, a warning that he was watching her every move and that he could end her life at any moment. The psychological toll of this mind game was heavy, but Jaguar stayed defiant, refusing to let fear stop her from speaking the truth. The threats became so serious that Jaguar was forced to go into hiding. She relocated multiple times to ensure her safety, moving from place to place just to record her exposé without risking her life. She kept pushing forward, sharing her story, but the danger was always lurking. In one particularly alarming incident, Jaguar and her husband checked into a hotel in Las Vegas, only to receive a cryptic warning from a friend advising them to leave quickly. When they attempted to check out early, the hotel staff allegedly delayed their departure, refusing to let them leave. It wasn't until Jaguar became firm in her demands that the staff hurriedly got her bags and car ready for her to leave. By this point, Jaguar was certain that she was being watched. The delay in her departure and the odd behavior of the hotel staff only confirmed her suspicions that Diddy's influence reached even further than she had imagined. After narrowly escaping what she believed was a setup to harm her, Jaguar and her family fled. They went into hiding once again, staying low as the threats against their lives continued to mount. As the investigation into Diddy's alleged activities intensified, more and more victims began to speak out. Jaguar's bravery in exposing the dark side of the entertainment industry had inspired others to come forward. The evidence against Diddy was piling up, and it seemed that his empire of manipulation and abuse was starting to crumble. Despite Diddy's legal troubles, his powerful connections continued to loom over Jaguar. Many questioned whether she would ever be truly safe, considering Diddy's far-reaching influence in Hollywood. With his arrest, some believed the worst was over, but others feared that Jaguar's fight was far from finished. Her name had become synonymous with the fight for justice against a mogul who seemed untouchable, but at what cost? As the story unfolds, it's clear that Jaguar has made enemies in high places. She has taken great risks to expose the truth, but her journey is fraught with danger. The question remains, will Diddy's connections be enough to silence her, or will Jaguar's courage be the key to finally bringing him to justice? Only time will tell. Jaguar Wright's journey into exposing the darker side of the music industry and her dangerous encounter with Sean Diddy Combs is a story filled with shocking revelations and intense personal danger. She has become a figure of resistance, a voice for victims of abuse and manipulation in the entertainment world. However, her courage to speak out against Diddy has allegedly come with a heavy price, one that has jeopardized her life and the safety of her family. Jaguar's battle with Diddy began long before the public became aware of the controversy surrounding his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. Cassie filed a bombshell lawsuit accusing Diddy of trafficking, racketeering, and abuse. These allegations sent shockwaves through the media, but Jaguar had been warning the world about Diddy's manipulative and dangerous behavior long before the lawsuit was ever filed. She was one of the first to expose the truth about Diddy's relationship with Cassie, revealing that the singer had allegedly been paid $500,000 a month to stay silent about their relationship. According to Jaguar, when Diddy reduced that sum to $250,000, Cassie's silence unraveled, leading to the lawsuit. Jaguar was no stranger to Diddy's world of power, control, and manipulation. She described how Diddy had been manipulating his relationships with various stars for years. As she dug deeper into the entertainment industry's dark side, Jaguar became increasingly disturbed by what she uncovered. She explained how Diddy allegedly hosted exclusive freak-off parties, gatherings attended by Hollywood elites and high-profile figures. At first, Jaguar thought these parties were glamorous, but she soon realized that they were filled with illegal substances and exploitation. She claimed that Diddy would record industry elites in compromising situations, often without their consent. Furthermore, she alleged that Diddy forced young, up-and-coming stars into disturbing encounters with powerful individuals while he watched. One of the most chilling aspects of Jaguar's testimony involved Justin Bieber. According to Jaguar, Diddy played a significant role in Bieber's emotional and mental decline. She claimed that Justin had been broken by Diddy's actions, a truth that, according to her, was hidden from the public eye. While Justin tried to maintain a positive public image, Jaguar alleged that the psychological and emotional toll of Diddy's manipulation still haunted him. She contrasted Justin's situation with that of Orlando Brown, another celebrity who has openly spoken out about the abuse he suffered at the hands of powerful figures in Hollywood. While Justin has remained silent about the trauma he allegedly experienced, Orlando is actively seeking justice. As Jaguar continued to speak out, she began receiving threatening messages. At first, the threats were vague, telling her to stop talking about Diddy in Hollywood. But as time went on, the messages grew more frequent and more menacing. Jaguar claims that Diddy didn't just threaten her, he allegedly began targeting her children. The threats included details about her kids' whereabouts, making it clear that Diddy's power extended far beyond just her. These threats were designed to break her, to make her stop speaking out, but Jaguar refused to be silenced. She increased security around her family and kept spilling the tea about Diddy's activities. But things took a darker turn when Jaguar allegedly became the target of a more serious attack. In a chilling encounter, she revealed that Diddy had gone to great lengths to let her know he was watching her. She received one threatening message that included a photo of her, taken while she was recording. The photo was clearly taken from a building directly across from her location, signaling that Diddy was keeping a close eye on her. It wasn't just a threat, it was a mind game, a way of showing her that Diddy could end her life at any time. Jaguar's fear grew, but she didn't back down. She went into hiding, moving frequently to stay safe while continuing her mission to expose Diddy's dark secrets. One of the most terrifying moments came when she and her husband checked into a hotel in Las Vegas. Shortly after their arrival, an anonymous friend called and warned them to leave immediately. Jaguar acted swiftly, packing her bags and calling the hotel staff to check out. But when she tried to leave, the hotel refused to let her go. The staff asked strange questions, stalling her exit for no apparent reason. As the situation grew more bizarre, Jaguar felt the tension rise. She was being delayed on purpose. When she finally made her way to the car, she found that the staff had again stalled her departure. Her bags were nowhere to be found, and her car wasn't ready. Jaguar knew something was wrong, and the realization hit her hard: she was being kept there against her will. In a desperate move, she threatened the hotel staff, making it clear that if anyone tried to harm her, she would use them as a shield. This prompted the hotel staff to scramble, and within minutes, Jaguar's bags and car were ready for her to leave. Jaguar and her husband quickly left the hotel, narrowly avoiding what she believes was an attempt on her life. After this incident, she went into hiding once again, knowing that Diddy's influence could reach her wherever she went. The threats didn't stop, and Jaguar's life continued to be in danger. She stayed low, keeping her family safe while continuing to speak out about the truth she knew. Jaguar's decision to speak up was not only a personal one, it was a commitment to the dozens of victims who had been silenced by Diddy's power and influence. She believed that if no one else was willing to speak up for them, she had to be their voice. She was determined to expose the dark side of the entertainment industry, no matter the cost. As more victims came forward, the evidence against Diddy continued to mount, and it seemed that his empire was finally beginning to crumble. Jaguar's bravery and determination to expose the truth have made her a target, but they have also made her a hero to many. She has risked everything, including her life and the safety of her family, to bring Diddy's alleged crimes to light. Now that Diddy has been detained, many wonder if this will mark the end of Jaguar's battle. Will his powerful connections still be able to silence her, or will she be able to live in safety knowing that her work has helped bring justice to victims? It's a complex and dangerous situation, and while Diddy's arrest may seem like a victory, the threat to Jaguar's safety still looms large. The question now is whether the truth will be enough to protect her and her family, or whether the influence of Diddy's powerful allies will continue to be a force she must reckon with. The fight is far from over, but Jaguar Wright has proven that she is willing to take on the most powerful forces in Hollywood to bring the truth to light. The real question is whether she will be able to continue her crusade without fear, or if the cost of her bravery will ultimately be too high.